Yo, fuck, psych perspectives. Shout out Chloe, shout out Successful Ladies Live, shout out Tanya Bluevid. You know, I have to give a shout out to y'all because it's the honest to God truth. Here go another red flag video. Some of you may agree, some of you may disagree, some of you are probably neutral or simply don't care. But this red flag video, turn the heat down. This red flag video is be mindful of people who jump from relationship to relationship. Be mindful of those types. Because oftentimes, in my experiences, a person who is always in and out of relationships, they're toxic. There's something off about them. I mean, think about it. There's only 12 months in a year. Only 12 months in a year. Only 365 days in a year. Okay? Only 52 weeks in a year. So if you meet somebody and they done been in 3, 4, 5 different damn relationships, that's a red flag. First of all, who monkey branches from relationship to relationship in the first place? Who? And I don't care. You can call it slut shamming. You can call it whatever. I don't want somebody that's been with every damn body. And I also don't want somebody who clearly doesn't know how to self-heal, self-regulate. Because a lot of these toxic types are extremely codependent. Hence why they can never be single. They never can be by themselves. They always have to be attached to somebody else. They never take the time that's needed, that's necessary to heal from their previous relationships. And oftentimes, these toxic people who jump from relationship to relationship, all they really end up doing is bringing baggage from the previous relationships into the new relationships. So now you're dealing with a bitter person and someone who's toxic and someone who's codependent. No. That's why I said red flags. That is a red flag. Now, speaking about my personal experience, last year when I was dealing with this toxic ass person, he came into the situation immediately bashing his exes, because there was multiple exes later on. Because you know how toxic people always love to omit things that show the truth, okay? This whole time, he's telling me, oh, well, we were engaged, and she left me for somebody else, and then he tried to make it seem like, well, he was abused, let's just say that. He was abused, and his ex wanted to have sex, and he didn't because of what he went through. But keep in mind, this is also the same person who was hugging his abuser at a club. So after a while, you kind of have to, I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? Because I've noticed with narcissistic and toxic people, they're pathological liars. So you really don't know if any of what they're telling you is true. Because they're known for lying. That's what they do. They lie just to lie. Basically, everything that comes out of their mouth is full of shit. You know, so you never know if it's true. But anyways, and this other person that he was talking about left him and ended up getting with somebody else, because when I knew of the person that he was talking about, they were engaged to somebody else like 3 years previously, before I even started seriously talking to this person last year. So that's another red flag where I'm like, you were lying, because they were already engaged, and then that engagement got broke off, and I don't know what happened, but I haven't heard of her since. And the person that she was with is off doing his life and living his life. And this was 2 to 3 years before I even really seriously started talking to you. So exactly when were y'all dating? All right, you probably were lying. Anyways, and then this person was talking to multiple people while wasting my time too. Again, notice toxic people, narcissistic people, they want to hook and sinker you into fake ass relationships, situationships that are going nowhere while they're entertaining multiple people at the same time. Now, This wouldn't be a problem if you were open and honest and were straightforward and told that person, hey, I'm not really looking for a committed relationship, or I'm dating and talking to other people. Be upfront about it instead of sitting up wasting other people's time, lying, gaslighting, and manipulating folks. That's what toxic people do. But I say all of this to say, anybody that's jumping from relationship to relationship, red flag, because you have to ask yourself, why do you have so many failed relationships? Why aren't you taking time to heal? Why must you be in a relationship all the time? Like, damn, you need to be in therapy instead of sitting up here going from man, woman, person to person. Anyways, and that's the end of that red flag video. Let me know what y'all think.